folks, and welcome back to another lesson. This was voted for over at Patreon, suggested by Daniel Bartram, but all these lovely patrons voted for it. So here it is, solos and all. So strap in. First off, capo on 3rd fret. Yes, that's what you need. So all the tab is going to be relative to the capo, right? So when it says E minor, you're playing it here. Now, tone-wise, I'm using the Walrus Audio Eons, which is a marvellous fuzz pedal. It's basically loads of fuzz pedals in one, which is really handy. So for the rhythm part, I'm using these settings. So you want a big fat sound, but you need to hear the definition of the notes when you're picking stuff out as well, right? And for the solo, I'm just turning up the gain, basically. All that sort of stuff. Whammy bar optional, but it will help. He uses it a lot in the solo. So I'll play the intro through once and then I'll clean it up so you can hear what's going on properly, okay? Okay, something like that. You don't need to get all of the bits identical, but the first time he plays it on the album version, this is what I hear. But, you know, as long as you're hitting the chords and doing some rough picking out of notes, you're going to be fine. So, I'm using my 2nd and 3rd fingers for the E minor. And again, I'm calling it E minor, it's G minor, but, you know. Then you're going to put your little finger on the 3rd fret. And do 3, 0, 2, 0. And you're going to strum the top 3 strings roughly. That's bar 1. Once you get that, you're going to move to this shape, which is a C minor shape, okay? But you don't need the root, so you're just going to start it with your 3rd, 4th, 2nd and 1st finger there. But you don't need to like slam all your fingers straight down. You can work up to it. So you want to get the first 2 fingers. I'm using my 3rd and 4th fingers there. You want to get those on first. So it would be... And because that you're doing open strings there, you could abandon that and then move to position here, right? And then I put these 2 fingers down. And as soon as you put them down, you're going to take your 1st finger off on the upstroke. Then some more arpeggiation. Just as per tab, okay? So those are the first 2 bars. Then we go to this, C add 9. Then you take your 3rd finger off. And you've got a sort of palm mute on the open low E, right? 3rd finger goes back down. And then you move your 1st finger up 1 string. So you get... And then all off. Back around. Brilliant. So the last 2 bars again. That is it, okay? Now sometimes there's a variation, so you won't always do... Sometimes you'll hear this. So very subtle difference just as per the tab, okay? Now the intro solo is called, starts with an E minor chord rung out, okay? A load of whammy action, okay? So then you are on the 7th fret relative, 10th actually. The first couple of bars. That's the first bit. Let's stop there, okay? So, it says 7th fret because it's relative, but 10th fret to 12th fret for the first bit, right? So you've got 7th fret, and then on the forehand, you hit the 9th fret. Right, and then you've got these double stop with a little country bend. Okay, that's the phrase. Again, slowly. Okay, and then you've got this. 10, 11, right? But 7, 8 in the tab. Then for the next bar, you've got this. All right, you got that going on. So, 11th, 10th, right? But 8, 7. It's so confusing. I should have just tabbed it out normally. Anyway, we've got... Ghost in a Haunted House thing. So we do some whammy bar tremoloing, and then you just raise the tremolo bar ever so slightly and keep doing the vibrato with your right? Down to the 7th fret, 4th. You slide up to the 10th fret there, okay? And then you've got to rest there. The next part goes. Now you might want to just do an appropriation of this because, you know, it's all very feel and he'll never play it the same way twice. But anyway, so you have an 8th beat rest and then 3, 4, 1. That's the first 2 bars. So stop there. So it's slide up. Then you've got grace note hammer-ons, 3 of them. That's 10 to 12, right, on the actual fretboard. And then... And you play the 7th fret, and then a very quick unison bend. And there, I'm flattening my first finger because you're going to go straight to the 7th fret. 10th fret, you know, up here, right? You do 2 more there. Then you got this. 7, 8, 7, 8, 7. 10th fret there, and then you go for this bend on the 9th fret, or the 12th fret. And I haven't tabbed it, but it does do a little... if you just release the bend, take your finger off to go to the 9th fret, you'll do an unintentional kind of pull off, right? So you get... And then again. Okay, another lovely little phrase. So you start on the, again, 8, 7, 8, 10, right? Or 11, 10, 11, 13. Okay, cool. And then you've got this. It comes in on the 3rd beat, okay? So we have this. 1, 2. And you finish it with this. So that's like the end of that phrase. Grace note hammer on from the, well, it's the 10th to the 12th, right? And then the end of the intro solo just goes. Okay, and then you're into the verse. So, very quickly then we've got... That's pretty straightforward. And here. It doesn't quite make it to the full step bend there, and then you get this 1, 2, 3. Now behind that, we've got this going, right? right? So you've got that going on. So you've got that melody, but played with the E minor chord. So there I'm going, I'm using my first and fourth fingers there. Taking my third finger off there. Alright, now some more rhythmic stuff. We've got this. Pretty cool. We'll take the fuzz off again. We've got... essentially 2 bars of D shape to a sus4 to this C sus2, I think. With this rhythm, down, down, up, down, up, up, down, up, up, down. But you're going to change on the down, down, change. Okay? Take your little finger off at that point. So again. Just get that in your head, and then you've got this. I think it then goes back into the verse. The second time, you hang on the C chord for an extra 2 bars, okay? So that last time would be... then you go into the chorus. Basically, it's 4 bars of A, and then you go to 2 bars of C, 1 bar of F. So we've got this. And around again, right? Etc. So we've got some chugginess going on. It's down, down, chug, chug, down, down. And then chug, down, down, right? And then 4 eighth notes, okay? Pretty straightforward. Then you go to a C. And that should sound like this. Simple stuff, just a C chord, then you go to an F. Alright, play the whole thing round again. Then the last time you come out of it with a little fill which goes... back into that, okay? So we've got just a little half step bend on what would be the 3rd fret when you come out of this second time. So all right, and then back into that bit. Now outro solo comes in just off this part. So that's coming in on the 3 and, okay? 1, 2, 3. That's the first part, okay? I'm going to race through this because there's loads to get through. So, you know, you'll get the rough idea as you go, I'm sure. So, we've got some unison bends. Then you got this part. Let's do that part first. You've got this for a bar with some trem, and then you bend it up and release it. Again, you hold that for like 2 beats and a half. slide it down to, it says 4, but it's the 7th fret, right? Again. That's cool because you're going down there, and then you add your second finger and bend up on the next fret up. Again, that hangs out for 2 beats, and then you got this. That's the next bit, okay? So just some hammer-ons and slides. And then you got this ascending next bar. Okay, so 7, 8, 7, and then I know I'm going to be confusing you by saying different things all the time, but 10, 11, 12 is where it actually is, relative 7, 8, 7. Okay, and then you've got this 3, 4, 1. 3, 4, 1. Okay, that's it slowly. Then you got this. Bit bluesy, right? Then you got some double stops. Got that stuff going on, okay? So again, good stuff there. Then we go to another. Okay, so we're going. And then this next part, again, quite hard to hear, but you get this 3, 4, 1. You got that stuff going on, okay? So it's 1. That's pretty straightforward. Then we've got a bend held for 2 beats. Then you've got 8th notes, right, where you're doing a double stop bend. So your little fingers here on what's the 13th fret in reality, and then you've got the next string down bent up. And as you come out of that, you're going to pull off. Then you got this little rundown. Okay. 3, 4, 1. Back to the tremolo bit, okay? Next phrase. Cool, isn't it? So you've got, I'm on the 10th fret here, right? This. For 2 beats, then down here to 3rd fret relative. We've got. Okay, notice how I'm using my first finger to go up to the, what is the 10th fret here, right? 7th on the tab. Then you got this bit, 3, 4. Okay, something like that. You could actually slide up here. Okay, so you've got. Then you got this part. So let's back up there. We've got, I'm on the 15th fret here, right? So that's pretty straightforward. and then you play full step bend, and then you've got little run, okay? So again. All right, again, one more time slowly. And a load of that at the end. I can't play it exactly right, otherwise I would have gone through the whole thing, but it's a lot to learn, so I will try and do a cover of this at some point. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that one. See you again soon. Cheers.